Hey YouTube, Punksy Jumper here. Quick video, well quick, I'm going to try to make it quick, but you know me, I don't get long-winded. Uh, Video of my chicken coop from my good buddy Mark. Wanted to know a little couple things I did, so I'm going to do a quick video here. Got a fence. We just make our own gates out of PVC pipe. That's 2-inch pipe. I had 1.5 inch, but sometimes it fits tight on these T-posts, so I just went with 2-inch, T here, T on the bottom, elbows on the corner, and just tubing and wire ties with some 2x4 fence. Smackety smack, that's all it takes. Just a couple wires to hold it together. Started off with 2 big runners on the bottom, and I angle cut them in case I ever wanted to move this thing. It's never been moved, and it won't be moved now because I got electric going into it. But hey, if you want to move something, put it on runners. I got my nest boxes here on the outside. I did that mostly for the wife, so she didn't have to go in there and mess around with the rooster. But I don't have roosters anymore. And got some latches on there, and like I said, oh look at that, I got an egg in there. Jackpot. So that's, get your eggs from the outside. I usually go in anyway to kind of check on things, so I don't use this much. I don't even know if she uses it anymore, but as you can see, they don't really get used too much. I think she does use it once in a while. Same down here, opens up. It's 2x4 framed. I had some steel siding because the house was Amish. Had a bunch of steel siding on it, so I sided the whole thing. I've got steel roof across the top. I've left it open and put rabbit wire across it, so nothing's going to get in up top. Same thing on the back. I've left it open, covered it up with some rabbit wire. Gives you nice ventilation across the top with an angled roof. Everything slides off. My door, this thing is raccoon proof. I'll try to do this with one hand. This piece just comes off of there like that. The gate swings up, and then I put the 2x4 and I latch it in here. So that's how I close them up every night. So there ain't no nothing's getting in there. That's my door. As you can see, this is the north side of the coop. It's getting some moss on it, so I guess I got to get the pressure washer down here, hose her off. Cinder blocks along the bottom, I put them up for the winter, to keep the cold air from going under there, and I just don't take them out in the summertime. I just leave it closed up. Who knows what's under there at this point. An old door I had, put it in there. I got 2 windows in there, as you can see. The heck is it? I think it's an 8 by 12, 8 deep, 12 wide. From the house, I got a 100 amp service panel in the garage. Out of that box there in the corner, I got wire coming down up into my barn. I have a little 60 amp disconnect. One breaker is going to the barn. The other breaker is feeding this coop. I got air run across there. All I have in here is an outlet. It carries my light and my water heater. Then it goes out the pipe and down, and then it goes down there. That was originally a temporary run, but it turned out to be a permanent run. I gotta redo it. I gotta trench this to bury. I want to bury that wire down there to my other chicken coop, and I'll get to that one. That's actually 2 coops with a centerpiece. They're all 3 of them are 8 by 12. But we'll go in here and I'll show you the digs. Look at all the floor on the ground. You girls ain't gonna get nothing until that's cleaned up. That's it. Get my watering bucket here on the corner. In the winter time, that'll be sitting on an electric heater base, which plugs into my outlet right there with a timer that runs my light. That's all I got is one outlet. The timer is only for the light. The heater stays on all the time. It only kicks on if the water gets like below 28 degrees. That light is for the winter time. You I need some cobwebs. Need some house cleaning in here. It's not the cold that slows chickens up. It's the lack of daylight. You put a light in your coop and you give them 9 o'clock in the morning until 9 o'clock at night. Well, actually about 7 o'clock in the morning it comes on in the winter time, and then goes off during the day, and then about 4:30 it comes back on. From 7 in the morning till 9 at night they have light. You won't see any egg reduction at all. I get full count in the middle of winter. Now that's a spectrum bulb, and so it simulates as close as you can to natural daylight. I got a PVC tube down here. It's a 3-inch, I think, with caps on either end, and I've cut a slot out of it. I don't use this much except for when I have some pullets in here. I want to feed a bunch of them at once, and that just spins around. And what I had to do was, when they're small, they'll get on top of it. So I had to put this board here to keep them from getting up on top the pipe, because they get on top of that feeder, and you know, next thing you know, they're crapping it and everything else. So I just have that. It's kind of like it's just got a hinge there and a hinge there. It's just like a deflector shield. Over here is just a little box I made. This swings up, and I have it there's a metal piece of wire right there that latches. And then I keep my 2 cans. One can's got scratch, the other can's got feed. And then I keep my egg basket in here, and I come out every so often and I'll pull eggs out of the basket there. And you don't want the eggs sitting in the coop very long, because after you know, they'll accidentally break them and eat them, and then once they eat them, you got an egg eater. And I catch an egg eater, I kill it right there. It don't see the night. There's my I keep track of my eggs, how much I'm getting, you know, per day, and I put on there when I put in the feed and whatnot. So I keep, you know, it helps to keep track of stuff, especially if you're going to start selling eggs. This is what the inside looks like. Like I said, plywood on the sides. The upper end there is open, and the bottom end has it, so you get some draft. And I let them open even in the wintertime. It can be 5 degrees in here, and these chickens will still be laying eggs. So there's my nest boxes. I got little roosts in front of them. I got an egg in there, and looks like that's the only one for now. There's the door. I got a little box here that they roost on. This box comes out. That just lifts up out of there with some wire across it, and it needs to come out now, obviously. But that keeps them from picking down in their crap. So here comes a lady here. Were you late? Huh? No, you can come in. Go on in there and get one of them boxes. I want to see an egg out of you. Let's go. I got 16 layers, and I'm averaging about 12 a day. I got a couple slackers here, and if I find out who they are, their days of eating for free is over. And one thing that helps, Mark, your chickens slow up on you, hang the hatchet up in the chicken coop. That'll give them the idea. Hey, got a couple little doodads here I got at an auction, and just hung them up there for decoration. So that's about it. Oh, here's another trick I did. I got my feeder just hanging off of a piece of chain, however you got to do it. But take yourself a 5-gallon drum, pull the handles off of it, cut yourself a hole, and that'll slip right up the chain. You put your feed in. Got a little carabiner on there. I had to put the fat end up top because the skinny end will go through the hole. Fat end up top. Drop that down. They can get to the feed bucket, and they don't mess with the top of it. It keeps everything out. So yeah, I hear you. All right, I'm leaving. So that's it for that coop. I'll shoot you another vid. I'll get out and do the other one while I'm out here. So hey, catch up with you later. Stay sharp.